guys, so I decided to do some spooky makeup all of a sudden. I know wow, I look how I normally look. Anyways, I woke up this morning, it is cold outside, it's 64 degrees. I know some people are like, that's not that cold, but it's cold in Ohio. It's dark, cloudy, and super windy. I got my sweatshirt on, I got my fuzzy pajama pants on. Like, it's mood today. So tomorrow is October 1st, which means I have to edit this video tonight to get it up tonight before I get up tomorrow. Anyways, October 1st. I love October. I love Halloween. This is the start of binge-tober. I know some of you guys are like, what is binge-tober? Binge-tober is where, and I've done this is like my third year doing this. It's nothing super special, but I try to watch as many horror movies in the month of October as possible. The first year I did it, I thought I got like probably like maybe 40. Last year I did 80. This year I'm shooting for 100 movies watched in the month. Now, I know some of you guys are like, that's a whole lot of movies to watch. It's not. If you watch like 2 or 3 movies a day, there's 31 days. You can watch as many horror movies as you want. I usually try to stick with like what I feel like is horror movies. You know, not precisely like what everyone else kind of says, like main genre horror movies, because there's so many subgenres. There are so many subgenres in horror movies. So, yeah. So I'll talk about binge-tober while I do some spooky makeup. So let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start off with priming my eyes again because I love priming my eyes. We got the Putty Eye Primer by e.l.f. once again. It's my go-to primer. So, let's talk about binge-tober. So, I saw this on Instagram, I believe, the first year I did it. And I don't clearly remember whose Instagram I saw it on. But I saw it on someone's Instagram. Now, the first year I did it, it was already somewhat ways through October when I started, so that's probably why I only was able to watch 40 movies, because I wasn't prepared. I was just like, oh, this seems like fun. We're already like a few days into October. Let's just go ahead and do this. I liked it. I thought it was like a fun little challenge, you know, just something fun to do in October. Now, I feel like anyone can do this, whether or not you watch like really scary horror movies or like family friendly movies. I mean, I watched the first year, I watched all types of movies. Plus, like, I can watch like, if it goes as deep as like watching The Grudge or It, and then as light as watching like the Addams Family movie or Nightmare Before Christmas. Because technically, I wouldn't say those are horror movies. That's why I said there's like huge genre. They're not horror movies, but they're like October Halloween based movies. So like movies you wouldn't normally watch around this time of year. So like those type of movies, I feel like you can watch and it'd be totally cool to watch those and have those on your list. If you can want to, you can look my Instagram linked below. All the movies I've watched in the past. I usually recycle through the few movies because I have a list of movies that I like to watch during the month of October. If I haven't found any new movies or any new movies have come out, but since everything that happened this year, there's like no new good movies that have came out. Like a few of them that like I'll probably put on my list to watch. So yeah. So that's what binge-tober is in like the big spectrum of it. You just watch as many horror movies as you can. I will be recording myself watching those movies, so vlogs will be a little bit longer because I will not just be recording how I usually record. Like, I usually start recording on Tuesdays and then just record everything after that and throughout the week, and then like usually just end it on a Friday. But my vlog period will be Monday through Saturday. No, yeah, for this week. I don't know how I have it set out. I'm probably gonna do like Monday through Saturday. I know this week don't have that because I didn't start recording until Tuesday like I usually do, but Monday through Saturday, which will give me time on Saturday while I watch movies to edit the movies, to edit the vlogs that I've watched, and then post it, and then record like Sunday through Saturday, and then repeat that cycle throughout the month of October until the 31st. I do not know what day the 31st is on, but I will continue to record up till then, and then I'll post those how I normally do post those. But yeah, so expect that. My list of movies are just movies that I like watching. Well, like I said, horror movies, everyone has their own opinion of what is and what isn't. Some movies that I have watched that people, I guess you could say they're not really horror movies, but like Underworld or the Blade movies, I wouldn't necessarily say those are like horror movies, but they have vampires and stuff like that. Thrillers do count during this type of stuff. So like, if you watch like, I'm trying to think of a good thriller. There's a Korean movie called Midnight FM. It doesn't really have horror in it, but in the sense of like ghosts, goblins, ghouls type stuff, spiritual, supernatural type stuff, but it has a person who's killing someone. Those type of movies usually stick with like around the horror genre. It's not like a masked killer, but like it's a thriller. It's not a horror movie, but I do count those in my list as horror movies because of the feel of them. So like, yeah. I don't know what movie I'm going to start off watching tomorrow. I feel like I might start off with the Scream series. I'll probably try to watch all 4 of those tomorrow, and then just go from there. I don't have a particular order of how I watch my movies. I don't like have like a list. Well, I have a list, but it's not like I'm like, okay, I watched this series first, check it off, go down the list to the next one. I just kind of wake up and then I'm like, do I want to watch like Freddy kill people or Jason kill people? Or do I want to watch like a paranormal supernatural movie? Do I want to watch Korean, Thai, Chinese, American? Like, you know, it depends on like the genre that I'm feeling for the day, and then I will try to watch that. So yeah, a lot of my movies that I watch are supernatural. I love like the supernatural genre. I do like that the most. All those ghouls and ghosts and stuff like that. A lot of the movies I watch are Asian. I love Asian horror. Not more per se than like American, but I do like it more than American, I won't lie. I do. Only because I like my main genre that I like are supernatural, ghost. And I feel like Asian horror movies get that a lot better because they're a bit more spiritual than American. Like, that's like based in their culture and like their beliefs and stuff like that. Not saying that American ghost movies aren't bad, but it's just that Asian movies, they have a bit more soul in them than American like supernatural movies, because it's like what they believe and like their religious beliefs and stuff like that. So, and it's part of their culture, like I said, so they have more like culture based movies, and that's what I feel like makes it way better, because it's stuff that they truly do like believe in, you know. I'm not like saying Americans don't believe in that type of stuff. I'm just saying, like, from the perspective of the movies, I feel like they have a better grasp on that genre. Yeah, they have a better grasp on that genre. So yeah, so this is somewhat of the look. Just doing a simple orange black eyeshadow look. I'm not going anywhere today. I just sat down and was like, I want to do like a spooky, not spooky, but a October Halloween-ish makeup look today. For no reason at all. Almost just took my eye out. Okay. But yeah. That's what binge-tober is. I always do it. Like I said, this is my 3rd year doing it. And I just feel like it's so much fun. And I feel like more people did it, it would be not seeing a lot of people don't. There's probably a lot of people who binge a lot of horror movies during the month of October, but I try to watch as many as possible. And this year I am going for 100, and I wanted to explain that, so that's why. Most likely in my vlogs I won't be doing a whole lot, not that I do a whole lot anyways, but you'll see me watching movies a whole lot more. Today I'm actually trying to watch all of, what's it called, Nun Warrior on Netflix, because that's a really good show. I like it so far. I'm on like episode 3. I like it so far. Seems like a cool show. There's a lot of shows that are coming out that I can't wait. Speaking of shows, if you watch shows during this month, and like if you're doing binge-tober, I feel like those do somewhat count towards like watching, because especially if they're horror related, it depends on like if you can binge them really good and fast. Because sometimes I'll watch a whole series and it'll take like 2 days to watch. Like I plan on watching all of The Grudge and all of The Ring. And if you guys don't know, there's only like 4 Ring movies. I think 4. Or is it just 3? I think 3 American Ring movies and 4 Grudge American movies. But in Japan, there's a whole lot. There's like so many of them. Not that that's a bad thing, but there's a whole lot more than American, and whew. So watching all of those is gonna be a task. That's gonna take a few days. So I feel like that's gonna take a whole lot of days. But yeah, so in my vlogs, I will tell you guys what movies I'm watching that day, if I have a specific order. Or like periodically throughout the day, I'll just be like, okay, I'm on to this movie, and I'm on to this movie. Because like usually what I do for this is I wake up and I'm like, okay, start the movie. And then from there on, I try to continuously watch the movies all day. Like, don't stop. Like, no matter what I'm doing, I'm watching the movie. Try to grab my brush. Come here. Come here. This is dirty, yours is clean. That is dirty. But yeah. So I try to watch them as soon as I wake up, so that way I get a feel for what I want. That made sense. I try to watch them throughout the day, so that way I can get as many watched as fast as possible. And it's a lot easier when you, like, as soon as you wake up, you know what movie you want to watch, and you can just pull it up and you're like, boom, okay, watch it. A lot of the movies I'm watching are on like Netflix and stuff, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Shudder, HBO Max, so like, and Stars. So I have a lot of those, so I can watch them. This looks really good for a not planned eye makeup look. Like I don't know if you guys can see. But that looks good. Like I was not planning this at all. Like I was just like, I want to do some October type makeup. Let's do it. But yeah. So for the eyeshadow that I used, because I never ever say what eyeshadow I'm using. This is the eyeshadow palette I used for the black. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. I'm not sure if you guys can see that clearly because of the reflection. I've had this eyeshadow palette for a while. My friend actually gave it to me. And then for the orange, I used the Beauty Glaze Color Fusion Over the Rainbow palette. It has lots of high fusion colors. I got this off Amazon, so I can link this one. I can try to see if I can find this one and link it. I'm not sure. I've had it for some time. Like I said, a friend gave it to me, so it's not like I like kept it like where she got it and stuff like that, because I wasn't really looking at that. Should I do liner? That is the real question. To be or not to be? Let's do some liner. Even though, like I said, I'm not going anywhere, it's fun to do your makeup. Even if you're not going anywhere, get in the waterline. So yeah, like I said, I'll be posting every day what movies I watch. Usually I post on my Instagram as soon as I'm done with all the movies that I watch for the day. I try to post them. Sometimes if I can't post them that day, I will post them in the morning the next day. Like, here's all the movies I watched. But yeah, I think the first series I'm going to start off with is the Scream series. Mostly because I usually watch that one like midway through the month. And then once I finish that, I don't know what the next one will be. But I'm going to start off with that one. And then the ball's just going to roll from there. And the next day when I get up, I'll just be like, okay, what series is it now? Let's go. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I always love doing this. I don't think I'm going to put on lashes today. I'm not feeling lashes today, so. But yeah, I usually love this month. I love October. I love Halloween. I love spookiness. This is around time that a lot of really good new scary movies come out and horror movies and stuff like that. But you know, with everything going on and not a whole lot has came out. The only new one that I recently saw, well, recently before everything, in January, I think it was. It's either late January, early February. It was Underwater with Kristen Stewart in it. That was really good. That was an unexpected, really good movie. And not a whole lot of people talk about that movie. Maybe I'll post a review of that movie. Oh, my review. I haven't watched it in a few months now. But yeah, I like that movie. I thought it was really good. So that's one that I would suggest adding to your list. I don't know if I'm going to post my list. I might. Who knows? I'll probably post it. So I'll post my list in the description. Like I said, I don't go in order. Some of them I might just put like series, like watching all the Insidious. I'm not going to put like Insidious 1, 2, 3, like chapter 4, The Lost. Like, I'm not going to put all that in the description. I'm just going to put Insidious series or The Conjuring series. Annabelle. You know, all those. Oh, that's the whole universe to conquer in one day. So many good movies out of that one. But yeah, some other really good ones, which will most likely be in the list. I did not do my bottom lashes. Let's do that with a different mascara. Alright, the mascara I'm using for the top one, I use Wet n Wild's Mag Slim Skinny Mascara. I like this one. I like the skinny wand. Like, I like how skinny the wand is. It's like such a good skinny wand. Here, let me put it on the back of my head so you can see better. But yeah, I like the skinny wand. I like how it feels on my lashes and how it pulls. It's a very nice mascara. I love this one. I would highly recommend it. And then for my bottom lashes, I'm going to be using e.l.f.'s mascara. It's just e.l.f. Let's see, it has like a chunkier brush. I like these chunkier brushes for my bottom lashes. Because I feel like your bottom lashes are not as, I guess you could say, thick as your top ones. So I feel like they don't clump together as much as the top ones do. So I feel like the thicker brush is better for those ones because they're like very thin and fine. That looks cute. Okay. And now, of course, because I'm so extra, I had to have an outfit in mind for this. Let me just finish off with my lipstick and then I will get changed into my outfit. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on binge-tober and get this out. Hopefully post it today. So recorded and posted in the same day. That's going to be fun to do. But it is a simple video, so it shouldn't take that long. I know there are better dark lipsticks down here. This is a cheap lipstick I got from Spirit Halloween. It's not like the best black lipstick, but I just bought it because it was only like $2. Using my little fan. I don't know if you can hear me over the fan. Using my little fan to help dry the lipstick faster. This is actually a really cute fan. I bought it for the summertime, but I like to use it during my makeup process because when you like put on your setting spray and stuff like that, a lot of people usually use like anything that's lying around, a mirror, a hand fan, or anything like that. But this one is nice. Plus, it's fully electronic, so it has like a charging port in the back. I'll link it down below because I also got this off Amazon. I shop a lot on Amazon. But yeah, it's a good fan to have, whether it's for the summer or your makeup or whenever. My mom has one she has on her desk. Excuse my voice. My mom has one she has on her desk that she uses for work, so sometimes when she gets hot, she just turns it on. It's very powerful. It has like 3 settings. Like 4 settings. It's like, that's the slow, then like medium, then high. Then it has like a cooling effect where like the blade like turns one direction, then turns the other direction, then turns one direction. But yeah. But hey, put in the comments some horror movies, scary movies that you guys would recommend I watch during binge-tober. I do have a long list. I'll probably go ahead and post my list in the description if I can. If not, I don't know. I'll probably post it in the comments if it's too big for the description. But yes, I like looking at new horror movies. Doesn't matter if it's English or not, any genre. Oops, knocking over my eyeliners. I like all genre, or I like the horror genre in general. So it doesn't matter if it's English, Spanish, Japanese, Korean, I will watch it. I love all horror movies. Also, speaking of all horror movies, any part of the subgenre of horror movies, whether it's romance, comedy, it could be, like I said, the broad spectrum of watching Train to Busan and then watching Shaun of the Dead. Like, they're all under that horror umbrella. And that's what makes binge-tober so much fun, is because you see and you watch different horror movies. It doesn't matter if, like, it's a blockbuster, like a huge blockbuster like World War Z, or something really small like #Live. I'm not saying that that's a small movie, but it doesn't have that big of an audience. It is on Netflix, but a whole lot of people don't really watch movies that like have like that you read subtitles. Some people just are like, oh, I don't want to have to read subtitles, which is totally cool. That's their preference, but you're not gonna find good horror movies if you don't explore and broaden your horizon. Okay, so I'm using this Wet n Wild Leo. I think it's from like I can't think of the word now. Horoscope type theme, Zodiac. It's from a Zodiac theme lip gloss. It's an orange. Has like a little bit of glitter on it. Just using that to put a bit of glitter on this black. Like I said, the black is not that deep. I'm trying to find a good black lipstick. If you guys know where I can get some good black lipsticks, let me know. Because I usually just use whatever I can find. I had one really good black lipstick, and I used it all up. And I don't remember what brand I got it from. That's the worst. But yeah, I didn't do my brows. I just brushed them. Just natural brows. Like I said, I'm not going out and going anywhere. I just wanted to do some makeup. So I'm gonna get changed because I have a dress. Because it's spook season. So I'm gonna get changed real quick and then probably do the outro. So let's get changed. And boom. So I said I wasn't gonna do lashes, but I felt like lashes would complete the look, so I put on lashes. This is a simple little Halloween dress I had and some cute pentagram earrings. I really didn't have anything planned for today when I started this. I just felt like getting in the spooky season since tomorrow is October, officially the start of Halloween. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about binge-tober and what that was, and so that you guys know the vlogs for October are gonna be longer, and they're gonna have a whole lot more stuff about Halloween and the movies and stuff that I'm watching. So yeah. So that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.